Out here at the 2023 D3Hoops.com Classic, we're wrapping it up. Our final interview of the week is with Oswego State, with Jason Leone, the head coach, and Jeremiah Sparks of the Lakers, the all-tournament team member from the Lakers squad, as their team split 2 games. Coach, first off, you come in as the number 4 team in the country. I know splitting 2 games is probably not the way you want to come out, but what did you guys take away from that game against Case Western Reserve that you were able to apply against Pomona-Pitzer?
Well, I think Case deserves a ton of credit. They dominated us in pretty much every facet of the game. Yeah. You get a chance to see great teams play at this event, and my takeaway from the game was, although we did not play our best, I thought, believe it or not, the majority of what happened in that game was positive for our team. Okay. And I think that Case Western is one of the best teams that I've seen in the country so far, and I've probably watched a few more teams play this year than I have in previous years. So they just were very impressive. They can beat you in so many different ways. But I think for our team, showing some resiliency, coming back and playing a very good Pomona-Pitzer team, and not just winning, but the way we played and the various contributions we got from our whole roster, that's always a very satisfying thing for a coach to see as you head home going into now the rest of our season, which is just conference play.
Jeremiah, those guys from Case, just big and long, right? What did they take you out of, I guess? What did they make you do differently? Anything like that?
I don't think they did much to take me out of my game. I just think we missed shots. We didn't play our best. We had a couple mental lapses, and they took advantage of it. They're a really good team, and they deserve the win.
You then had a day to kind of, mull that over and go out and, do a shoot around or a practice, whatever. What'd you kind of, do to get yourself back into game mode for today?
Nothing different. Stayed in my routine, believed in myself, believed in my teammates, believed in my coach, and we got the results we wanted.
Right, because you're not new to this. You're not new to Division III basketball, right?
Yeah, no, of course.
Try to, if you can, maybe compare this to tournament run last year in terms of, the competition level.
I mean, it's just as comparable to the tournament. These are the teams we're going to see in the tournament, ranked teams, top of their conferences, and it was exciting. Got hyped to play for it. Team came out, played with good energy, and we had fun. So glad to be here.
And in Las Vegas, right? This is a bit different. A bit of a different location than you're going to have for some other tournaments.
Of course, of course.
All right. You were talking about watching a lot of tape on other teams. Coming off of a big tournament run, and not the first tournament run for your program, obviously, over the course of that time span. Is this like advanced scouting at this time of year to do that?
Well, we had a unique portion of our schedule where we played our last first semester game on December 2nd. Yeah. And then we had a week of classes after that conference weekend, and then our final exam period. So we had an opportunity for 2 weeks to kind of watch some film and prepare with our team, because when we got back on the 26th, we had a short practice at night that was non-contact, and then a quick practice in the morning before we hopped on a flight on the 27th. So most of our prep happened before the kids went home for 10 days.
At December 2nd to December 27th or December 28th, I guess, layoff, that's a long time.
It is. And, it was unavoidable. When you go through and try to concoct your non-conference schedule, essentially now that we can start our first contest date that we can play is a little earlier than what it used to be, November 15th. Right. You're going to have one of these longer 10 or 14-day breaks between games. So
did you have to take one of those to control your number of weeks?
No, because now we're in a days model, so the 114 days. So it just was a glitch in the schedule. Typically we play more than 2 conference games in the first semester. This year we only played 2, so that's why we only had 7 games the first semester. But our guys were ready to go. Honestly, the result of the game on the 28th against Case, that really had everything to do with them and not really a lot about us. They're an exceptional team. I've been coaching long enough to know, to kind of tell when somebody's got a lot of pieces, and they certainly do.
Yeah, absolutely. Jeremiah, obviously you guys come out of here with a win, so maybe you leave with a little bit of a better taste in your mouth. Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course. It's always good to win and go home happy. So.
All right, and I heard Coach kind of laying down the ground rules for you guys tonight in Las Vegas. We always ask the folks we're interviewing, like, what are the Las Vegas-y type fun things you guys get to do? So what's on your docket?
Just hanging out with the guys, making sure we all stay safe, and enjoying the time we have out here. So,
He got the message, Coach.
Well, yeah, any coach that's watching this will tell you it's you want to bring your team out here, and at the end of it, allow them to maybe enjoy the city. And this, I will say this, with this particular group, you know, you mentioned the results going 1-1. For us, even more than that, this group has stayed together through COVID. We've had this core group of guys together for 3 years, and actually 4 years, because they had the COVID year where we didn't play at all. We wanted to do something extra special with this group, not only because we feel like we have a competitive team, but also going 6 years without a trip out of region is not something we typically do. But there was fear of COVID restrictions and maybe a tournament getting canceled or two. So coming out here, I want to give these guys an opportunity not only to play the best teams that we can possibly play, but also enjoy the city and have some fun. These guys, a lot of coaches probably say this, but they truly are great friends. And this has just been an enjoyable run with this particular group of guys.
Well, I appreciate it, Jeremiah. Jason, thanks for spending that trip with us here at the D3Hoops.com Classic. That's Jason Leone and Jeremiah Sparks of Oswego State. They go 1-1 here at the 2023 D3Hoops.com Classic in Las Vegas. And officially, that's a wrap for D3Hoops.com Classic Conversations.